Hello YouTubers, and this is the second video which will be talking about photographic equipment. I'm wearing my Tudor Black Bay Pro, which I absolutely like. I like the aesthetics, I like the way it sits on my wrist. 18cm circumference wrist, just a gorgeous watch. But today I will be talking about the latest addition to my studio gear. And as you see, here is a Sony. This is the vlogging camera. I rather think that this is a content creator's camera. And this is the ZV-e10. And I purchased the camera body from Wax Photographic here in Belfast. First I found that they have an offer on a pre-owned camera. But this is effectively new camera, which I just picked up from the Wax store here in Belfast. So it was quite good. I ordered it with them and they received the camera, and hopefully by the end of today I'll give you some footage that I will make with this camera. So why I'm doing this episode, this video today, is that I just received the lens for this camera. Well, I masked my home address. Hope that you cannot read it, that I masked it properly. And this arrived just half an hour ago. I ordered this from, also pre-owned from eBay. And I'm gonna open up this case and I'm gonna connect the lens to the camera body. I still don't know if they will work together, but I think I'm good enough and ordered the right thing for the Sony. Okay, how nicely packaged is the Sigma. This is a 16mm F1.4, and this is for the crop sensor cameras, so it will work very well with the Sony. Let's go inside of the box, and here are the documents, and the actual lens comes in this paper package. Okay, so here is the Sigma lens. So I have the lens cap, and I have both caps, the front and the rear caps for the lens. So I will take off the front and the rear caps, and I will put on this front hood for the lens, and I will try to start my camera with the lens actually attached to it. I had a go at the menus. I tried to play with the camera body, but without the lens it is fairly speaking useless. So I will align these white dots on the lens and on the bayonet of the camera, and they should just click. Okay, so this is the lens attached to the camera, and I will put it on. And you can see that the electronic screen sees that there is a lens attached and has the input. I'm wondering if it focuses automatically. Automatic focus is working. So I need to acknowledge the receiving the lens from the seller, and well, I will I will defocus the lens now. And see how quickly it focuses, because I activated the autofocus and it focuses momentarily. So this should be a very fast, a very good lens for my type of reports on the watches. So I will just log in and acknowledge buying the right thing, buying the right lens that fits my camera, and I will finish this episode by recording something, recording a short video showing you my Canon, which you have seen previously, but in a iPhone footage. I'll try to give you a better picture of my studio, and need to keep care not to display this very old chair, not way too much. And I will try to combine the footage from the Canon and footage from the Sony. Well, just to show you, these are my Canon. This is 18-55, the stock lens, and this is the macro, the 100mm macro lens, which actually started this whole interest in the photographic equipment, and trying to incorporate this new photographic equipment in my videos. So I'll tell you straight away that I want an experience with handling of the Sony, because I think that the next step for my studio, the next step for my YouTube career, will be buying a full-frame digital camera. And I'm seriously worried that I might be missing out on the Sonys, because I think that the A7 III will be just perfect. Well, A7 IV would be probably even more perfect, but A7 IV is much more expensive. So I will be looking into buying A7 III, but I need to see how I can handle the menus, whether I like working with a Sony, or should I stay with the Canon? Should I stay with my Canon? So I will make a short pause, and I'll try to make some footage using the Sony, using the new camera. And this is the first video recording that I'm doing with the Sony ZV-e10. So you can see this is all the Canon gear. This is the macro lens, and Canon is now equipped with a Sigma 18-35mm. This is a beautiful wide angle lens, and my first experience with Sigma, and obviously now I'm recording with my Sony ZV-e10 equipped with a Sigma lens. I'll try focusing on the different objects. Camera, now the lenses, now on this box, and okay, it all seems to be working, and all is very, very good. And I'm gonna obviously play with the new camera and try to get the best from using this camera in my footage, in my YouTube productions. So you can see that the Canon probably will be still my primary camera, but I'm thinking about buying a full sensor, like a full frame camera, and whether it will be a Canon or a Sony, well, I'm trying to work with a Sony, and I'm hoping that this footage would be good enough and would be acceptable So a Canon lens, can we focus on the Canon lens? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, and it works pretty well. And I'm using my Blue Yeti microphone. So can we now focus on this lens, on the 100mm Canon? Well, it says that it's done the focusing. So guys, do you like this material? Do you like my excursions with the lenses, the cameras, and trying to get the best setup for my studio to do these watch reviews? And here I want to focus on my Tudor, and I'll try to bring it as close to the Sigma lens as it still keeps the focus. Okay, now it's focused. Shouldn't bring it much closer, but this is pretty close to the camera. It's pretty big expansion on the watches. So I will try using, and please let me know in the comments if you want my comparison of the Canon with the new Sony, which camera I prefer, and probably you will see my choice of a full frame camera, whether it will be a Sony or a Canon. I hope that you are liking this content, and please subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing, if you like my experiments with photographic equipment and what I'm doing with my studio, with my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.